Hey, good morning, guys. This is Bill Mabry with Bill Mabry Online Coaching. Hope you guys are having a great day so far. Hey, today's video is going to be about the most untalked about information on why, or the root cause of why people have gained belly fat or body fat, or are just having a hard time losing that extra weight as they age. This new 2023 year, if you're really looking to lose that extra fat weight, I like to call it, I'm not talking about scale weight, I'm talking about actual fat weight. Because that's what it is. You want to lose your own stored body fat, which is inches, right? Scale is not going to give you that accurate reading. What is actually going to help you more is by how your clothes is actually how your clothes are feeling or fitting. So guys, what I want to do is I want to take you to the two books I published. I have a online coaching website, and I have weight loss or fat loss programs, and I also have how to reverse type 2 diabetes and fatty liver disease. And so what I've done is I've made these programs so that you won't fail. And by doing that, I'm giving you some published training books and videos to walk you through the program step by step by step. Well, these two published books I have are actually part or included in those online training programs, and it gives you an actual visual sight of what of or how these hormones work, why they cause people to add lean or add body fat and belly fat as they age, and the solution on how to control them. I'm also going to give you a book that is going to show you what is actually the root cause of causing these hormones to be out of control. So these are the two books that I published that are included in our online weight loss programs. And they're also included in our program to help reverse type 2 diabetes and fatty liver disease. And this is where you basically should start right off the bat. See, that's what a lot of these health coaches aren't talking about, is what are the root causes to why you gain that belly fat or body fat, and what's the solution to it, and what's causing the root cause to be out of control. And so that's why I published these two books, to give you a step-by-step idea of how to solve or the solution on your weight loss journey. So the first book we're going to talk about is hormones. Guys, this is where it begins. This is where most people will fail, because they'll go on some kind of a weightlifting or a meal plan to lose that belly fat. And at first they're going to lose some of that weight because they've made some kind of drastic change to either their eating program or their exercising, but that's not going to last because you're not addressing the root cause. This book here gives you step by step of the most common hormones that not only are causing you to gain weight, but how to activate the hormones that are actually going to help you to lose that belly fat and body fat. And so what I've done here, guys, real quick, is I've actually pulled up one of the science researches that I have that talks about imbalanced hormones causing belly fat or body fat. And so those are what I've called this is the root cause why most of you have belly fat and body fat as you age. And this is what Google says. Google says when there is a lot of excess insulin, and that's the #1 hormone we're talking about today. This is in the book, and it's a step-by-step on how insulin is actually the root cause. But insulin and blood sugar is in our bloodstream. It signals our body to put the excess sugar in storage. We can store sugar in our liver and muscle. However, when these are full, our body starts to store the extra sugar as fat. This, of course, starts the cause of weight gain. This was done in 2022, guys. So how high insulin levels will cause fat weight gain, that is the root cause. Insulin is the root cause. And so, in the National Library of Medicine that was published by the Diabetes Metabolism, this is what their research showed. Now, this is a real research, and it was a 10-year weight gain is associated with elevated fasting insulin levels and produces glucose elevation. So, this particular clinical trial went for 10 years. Now, it's an abstract. And so what it says is this study examined the relationship between fasting insulin levels, insulin resistance, and 10-year weight change in glycemic stage. Glycemic stage means that the food you're eating is high glycemic, keeping your insulin spiked for a long period of time. The method of the trial was participants were divided into 6 groups based on fasting glucose and fasting insulin levels. The 10-year weight change associated with fasting insulin was assessed by glycemic stage. So the ones that they were testing that with insulin fasting insulin, and this was their conclusion. This is what they found. Elevated fasting insulin levels was positively associated with weight gain. That is the root cause to why most of you are gaining weight as you age, and that the insulin, your hormone insulin, is out of control and it needs to be addressed. So, the next book I publish is How Carbs Influence Weight Loss. Well, you guys have to figure out, okay, so if my insulin level is so high, well, what's causing my insulin level? And that's why I wrote this book, which gives you a step-by-step idea of certain carbs that are causing the hormones that are known to add fat weight to be out of control. And so what's the objective? The objective is stop eating them, right? That's the objective. So I published this training book, which is included in my online coaching program. Now let's see what science says about this. So the root cause of what causes insulin levels. So the Google says refined carbs have been stripped of almost all fiber. I'm reading directly from Google. Vitamins, minerals. For this reason, they can consider as empty calories. They are also digested quickly and have a high glycemic index, which means it keeps your insulin spiked for a long time. This means they lead to rapid spikes in blood sugar and insulin levels after meals. The title of this book is The Death of Carbs. Added sugars and refined carbohydrates causes diabetes and cardiovascular disease. That is the title of the research. Most of you are doing the standard American diet, eating multiple carbs meals 4, 5, 6 times a day, starchy carbs and fruits per day. That is the root cause to causing your insulin to be spiked for a long time. The abstract is a diet that is high in processed foods, added sugars and starches, and refined carbohydrates is a principal factor driving the growing epidemic of type 2 diabetes, high insulin, high glucose levels, hypertension, and cardiovascular disease or heart disease. Guys, all 3 of these are epidemic. Was the conclusion to this study. The excess intake of sugar along with other refined carbohydrates is a major driving factor to the epidemics of type 2 diabetes, cardiovascular disease, non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. Programs to encourage reduction, exactly what we're doing. Programs to encourage reduction in consumption of sugar and all refined carbohydrates are eagerly needed for the primary and secondary prevention of diabetes, stroke, and cardiovascular disease. Guys, I'm back. So there you go. These 2 books that I've published that are included in my online personal coaching programs, including the Reversing Type 2 Diabetes, are included. So all you have to do is go to billmabrycoaching.com, click on my website, check out the different programs we have, and hit the free consultation. Let's go over what issues you are having, because you guys realize that now with the information I've given you, that you have to address the root cause to why you're gaining that belly fat or body fat, or why you're having such a hard time getting rid of that fat. And so you have to address the root cause. That is the solution right there. And let's get the issue taken care of. You guys have a great day. We'll see you guys at the next video.